There was a lot of commotion outside. There were absolutely no buildings come from somewhere, and we could also see a spaceship on the side. And this spaceship is still waiting, and this creature is moving around the area, just kind of, throwing things, just kind of creating commotion, as I said earlier. And to a point where people were really scared. And at this point, I do believe being a healer, the healer in me, or rather the warrior in me, I just didn't know at that time that I had that side of me as well, just went ahead. And this creature, I'm talking about this creature being at least 15 to 20 feet tall. And the word that I kept on saying again and again, that was again in the same language that I was speaking to the ladies. And this particular word that I kept on repeating again and again with a ferocious, like feeling like I was really, first of all, fearless and very ferocious in sense like I didn't care. Welcome, beautiful souls. I hope you all are well. Today we're going to talk about stories. Who doesn't like stories? And especially if stories are mystical, magical, something that you can't believe, but yet you know that there is some truth to it. How about that? I'm sure if you are already in your spiritual path, a person who's been meditating, has been doing a lot of work on understanding and feeling energies in your meditations, and also trying to work on helping, okay, you will always see that you'll have your intuition that is pretty much high, and you'll be able to understand and glance on things and yet get information. And some of you can also get a lot of information in your dreams. How many of you have connected in dream times, received some information that is for the future, received some information about a friend or a dear one, or received some information about yourself? And that could be maybe sometimes beyond this time plane that we are in at the moment. Yes, this is one of the stories that I could share about myself, and hopefully, you could learn something from this story, and I think we all can take something from this one. So I will name the story as The Fearless Ancient Civilization. Yes. So this is around the time when I was really working with remembering dreams. I was doing a lot of astral traveling at that time. And people who've known me by now just know how much I work on astral traveling. I receive a lot of this information. I have worked with enforcement places in order to find out information. Sometimes it is lost and missing cases, and sometimes a lot of information comes to me through dreams. And I do take my dreams really, really seriously. But it all had started at some point where I was just learning to do all of this. And there was a point where I would go out of body or do have out of body experiences and move out in the astral plane, and also try and remember what I would like to remember from that. And this was an ongoing effect that I kept on doing, and I kept on working on myself. There were times where I do feel that most of it was coming from maybe past lives, the stuff that I've done. And I was also very intrigued of finding more about other past lives. I definitely knew a few of my past lives by then, but I was always intrigued of what else should I also remember, or what should help me if I engage in remembering certain past lives of mine. So this one was very interesting. So this is a time when I remember having a dream, or rather an altered state experience, where I saw myself pretty much working as a healer in a really amazing and a sweet small little hut. And the villagers over there were very kind. I did see the skin color of all of us was pretty much tanned. I would not see any white or fairer complexion. And this is completely in the dream states. And moving on, I'm seeing myself seated in one of the places. There were two ladies who came in who really wanted to, wanted some work, some healing that was required. And we were just talking and chanting things, okay? And there was a lot of energy exchange that was happening when we were doing that. And I still remember we worked on it. There was a lot of energy movement that we could feel and sense. And these two ladies who were sisters, who received that healing, and we all were talking in a different language. The whole time I saw myself speaking in a different language very fluently. But it was like I had the notion of understanding what that language meant, like what that sentence really meant. And we were obviously chatting in that language very fluently. Now, as the ladies, we definitely hugged. So I'm sure there was a hug, okay? And we hugged really tight, and they were off, they were going off now. It was time for them to leave. And as soon as they just stepped out of my hut, I could see there was a lot of commotion outside. There were absolutely no buildings. Well, I was seeing different styles of structures, that's how I would say, along with huts. And there were, the sky was exactly like how we have our skies over here. It's nice and blue. The air felt really fresh, but there was a lot of commotion around the area, and there was a lot of people shouting, running. At this point, I saw that there was this one creature that has come from somewhere, and we could also see a spaceship on the side, and this spaceship is still waiting. And this creature is moving around the area, just kind of, throwing things, just kind of creating commotion, as I said earlier. And to a point where people were really scared. And at this point, I do believe, being a healer, the healer in me, or rather the warrior in me, I just didn't know at that time that I had that side of me as well, just went ahead. And this creature, I'm talking about this creature being at least 15 to 20 feet tall, okay? And we as human beings, or rather beings, okay, which looked almost humanoid, we had that tan complexion, we had similar faces, nose, eyes, mouth, but very slender, very thin and very cylinder. And we were similar height to what we are at the moment, maybe a little taller than this. And I could see myself and was approaching right in front of this creature. And the word that I kept on saying again and again, that was again in the same language that I was speaking to the ladies. And this particular word that I kept on repeating again and again with a ferocious, feeling like I was really, first of all, fearless and very ferocious, in sense like I didn't care of what this creature could have done to me. And I kept on saying that again and again and again, to a point that it created an energy bubble. And as this energy bubble, and it's all like energetic, and you could see the energy moving and flowing through with the words, to a point where this energy kind of literally went to this creature. And then this creature had a whole big bubble all around it that came through these words. And as it went through, this creature actually completely, I think it moved into another portal or something opened up and it quickly just went up. And suddenly everything just stopped. And that word, or rather that sentence that I kept on saying again and again, that was still going on with me, though that thing was gone by then. The word was Alehe Hakaka E Haka Kahe Alehe Aya. Alehe Hakaya E Haka Kahe Aleheya. And as I was saying this word, I literally got up. I woke up. As soon as I woke up, I remembered the word back to back that I was saying and repeating again and again and again. I went ahead and quickly took my phone that was right next to my bedside and put it in translation in order to see if this language even made sense. And kid you not, it was detected as an ancient Hawaiian language, okay? And the meaning of it was, there is no quarrel that will flow. There is no quarrel that will flow. Can you understand the words that I was saying at that point? I went in a huge research, found out that, and I'm sure that a lot of you will know over here as well, that Hawaii was part of Lemuria at one point. And it did came to a point where it was all constructed together. Things have moved off and Lemuria was again gone and completely, obviously it was all taken. But to a point where you realize that there was water, you could see the sea, you could smell the fresh air, you could literally feel this was a civilization that was on a high tech, but it still had its own peace, calmness in it. And there were absolutely loads of people who would work in healing modalities and help. And there came the whole thing about speaking, manifesting through your words, intentions. And when I kind of looked more deep and I still did my own research, I realized that these things are so deep that we don't even realize how, when we say certain words, how we affect ourselves or sometimes even to the situations that we are moving through. So obviously that was one of my beautiful, lovely astral states that I had moved to, or rather I would go altered states that I went to, and I feel like that was one of the amazing, beautiful dreams, or rather reality, I don't know, parallel times, I don't know what, but I can just tell you one thing, that it was real. And I can share that with all of you and hope that makes sense. But as soon as I wrote that, I actually put that on my Instagram, and I still remember, this is some good amount of years ago, that I still have it on my Instagram, so that I don't forget. But this is the fearless ancient civilization I'm talking about, where there was imbalances even there. It was not completely peaceful, but people knew how to defend. People knew how to help the others. People knew how to, what were the tricks to work with it. And sometimes we don't really need weapons in order to do it. I think your voice, the sounds that we use is very, very prominent. So I hope this story helps you, and sharing this all to you. And I hope I'm going to come back with a lot more stories. If you like something like this, please go ahead and like, share, and comment below, and let me know what kind of other stories you'd like to hear. More of mystic dream state stuff, okay? Or some of my QHHT clients, or even life between life clients, or would you like to hear something deeper regarding any sorts of mystical, spiritual work that kind of, completely went ballistic, let me know what you would like to hear, okay? And look forward to seeing you once again. And thank you once again. Have a lovely and great day. Take care then. Bye-bye.